Hi everyone, Brittany here. Today is January 10th, 2020. And believe it or not, I'm outside planting. It may seem kind of weird to be putting things in the ground in the middle of January, but I've been practicing starting seeds inside, and I have seedlings, so I might as well just plant them and see if they grow slow. So let me show you what I'm doing. So I've put up a low tunnel. And right now I'm working on planting kale. I've really mulched these beds with leaves and shredded leaves. So I'm just tucking all that aside and tucking these little plants in the ground. I'm doing my kale at 12-inch spacing in the middle because these tunnels are pretty low. They'll have the most room to grow tall. So I have this big stick with markings. So I'm just going to the 12-inch marker, digging down through all this mulch to get to the soil level, just pretty deep down there, and then holding out a seedling. So this variety is red Russian kale. It's from my own seed that I saved last year, a couple of years ago, and these are honestly the best seedlings I've ever grown. Usually I don't have this good of roots and it's a lot leggier. These are still pretty leggy. Oops, my camera. But they're much better than other seedlings I've grown in the past. So since this is doubled up, I'll just look at these two, determine which one I think is stronger, which is going to be this one here on the left. So I'm just nipping this other one off, sadly. And then I'm going to plant its friend in the ground. One thing that's pretty cute and awesome is this is a potato plant. It's been getting down below freezing, and inside this tunnel and with all the mulch that's breaking down, it is growing. Don't forget to eat your thin plants. Okay, next I'm going to be planting out some other greens. I have this beautiful lobed lettuce. And most of these are from my seeds I've saved over the years. Here's a sweet Valentine romaine, a freckles romaine, so pretty, a rogue dihyver, and then I thought I was planting mustard, but I think I had gotten my seeds mixed up because I have arugula mostly, and then 2 mustard plants. Which is fine, I love arugula. And then I have 2 varieties I'm planting that aren't from my own seed. I have a tatsoi and then a romaine tricolor. It's pretty ironic that like these germinated so poorly compared to my own seed. So that being said, talking about seeds and the seeds I save and grow, if you're in North Carolina especially and you're looking for locally grown seeds, a lot of my seed collection now is in its 2nd or 3rd generation of me saving seed from the best, the most hardy. So if you're interested in buying seeds, just let me know. You can always email me at purslaneGardens@gmail.com. Okay, I'm done planting. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I do kind of feel like I was creating a little nest for all of them. And as everything settles, I'll have to come out and make sure that everybody is not getting smothered with the mulch. Something I always recommend is taking notes about what you're doing. So I have which varieties where, which ones are my seed versus not my seed. I have notes on each one I planted. So the 2 means that there's 2 plants planted there. And the S means I separated. So I had 2 plants in 1 cell. I pulled them apart, put 1 each there. Yeah, and I think this is really important, note taking. It helps you know which varieties do best during certain seasons. It's something I would highly recommend. Since it's pretty cold and overcast, I'm gonna go ahead and get this tunnel covered back up. so I can keep an eye on the temperature in the tunnel. I'm gonna do this one-handed, but the column on the right bottom, that's inside the tunnel. And we'll watch the temperature rise now that the plastic's back on it. As for all the extra seedlings I have left over, I'm going to be planting them back here in the fiber house greenhouse. I planted greens in here last January. This entire bed I had lettuce, chard, kale, and probably like a month and a half ago I just scattered, because I let everything go to seed, I scattered the seeds everywhere. This kale's actually left over from last winter, and you can see there's also a bunch of weeds in here. There's a bunch of stuff that came up in the middle of the pathway. Okay, so I got the greenhouse planted, and we started storing wood in here because we have our camp bone dry. I have not watered right there, so I'm not going to use this 2 or 3 months. But I'm going to tuck all these. It's pretty amazing that all these other lettuces have been growing because this is fiberglass. The light that comes in is very diffused. So the seedlings get pretty like leggy. So I'm just gonna densely plant them, and we'll have some like here. Very tender. I'm pretty happy. I just watered once, and I'm gonna water 2 more times today. I'm gonna let the water soak in, and then I'll come back out and water again, and do that a few times to try and get the water down into the soil instead of drowning the plants.